from you on the Bryan Mbuemo situation. Let me repeat once again that Man United remain confident. Man United remain optimistic. They still don't have an agreement with Brentford for Bryan Mbuemo, but the conversation is still ongoing. Manchester United, according to my sources, are prepared to improve that proposal. It's not just about numbers, it's not just about the transfer fee, it's also about the structure of the deal. Payment terms, installments, also add-ons, easy, difficult add-ons, how to activate it. Man United are working on all these details of the deal in order to try to reach an agreement with Brentford. So talks remain underway between Man United and Brentford. Man United remain hopeful to striking a deal for Bryan Mbuemo, so conversation remain absolutely ongoing. Then we will be following all the steps of this story, but for sure Bryan Mbuemo wants to go to Manchester United. Bryan Mbuemo is giving more than a priority to Manchester United. It's a clear choice, and Brentford are aware of that. So let's follow the developments of that story. But for sure, Bryan Mbuemo remains a topic, a strong topic internally at Manchester United. Just to close for today on Man United, guys, also Rasmus Hojlund. We know there was a strong interest from Inter, who made contact with the player side, with Manchester United since May. But what happens? Inter are signing Bonni, a young talented striker from Parma. And for Hojlund, at the moment, they still don't have any sort of agreement with Manchester United. Inter wanted to start with a loan deal with a buy option to become obligation with quite easy conditions. Man United insists permanent transfer or the player is staying. So there is still a gap between the parties. At the moment, nothing has been agreed. Then Inter young striker Pio Esposito is developing very well. He scored against River Plate. And so maybe Inter are revisiting their ideas for the striker's position for next season. And so at the moment, the Rasmus Hojlund interest remains from Inter. But the deal is still in standby in this moment. It's not advancing club to club, also because of Man United conditions. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from, obviously.
Are Manchester United any closer in terms of Brentford's Bryan Mbuemo?
Well, we told you last night, just after the transfer show came off air, that Bryan Mbuemo's second bid from Manchester United had been rejected. That is essentially the case. However, the offer at 62.5 million was close to what Brentford were looking for. So I get the feeling now the talks are continuing, but it's just a case of restructuring the finances, and then they'll have a let's go deal on, this is going to happen. So, yeah, whilst officially that second offer has been rejected, we understand it's just a case of manipulating the figures. We know that Bryan Mbuemo wants Manchester United. You know, he's made that very clear. There were other sides like Newcastle interested in taking him. However, he has made it clear to his agent and to those clubs that were at the table a couple of weeks ago, no, my focus is on Manchester United. That's where I see my future. That's where I want to play. I want to go to the theatre of dreams. That's the next chapter in my life and my football. So, yeah, you get the feeling this will happen. This week could be a key week. It's just a case of manipulating those figures so that everyone is happy.
Let's just finish